Son of a biscuit. I. Unlock the portrait again. Oh, oh man. Oh, let's see. How do I do this so I can attach it in a portrait? Oh, I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it. Yeah, I was fiddle farting around with the thing, and it kept saying rotate for landscape, and I would rotate it, and it didn't go. So let's see here. All right. Welcome, YouTube. This is Andrew the Bearded Giant here. You all can hear me and see me. I can tell from the comments. All right. So we're rolling with it in portrait mode. Yeah. Also, if you guys could give me a little feedback, I am also using a wireless mic. Oh. Yeah. Oh. It's a beautiful day here in, oh, yeah, so this mic is, well, let me start over. This mic is a Kima Fun 2.4G. I had picked it up for my GoPro, and it works great with the GoPro, but I had to, see if you can see, no, you can't quite see it. I had to get a series of dongles in order to make it work with the phone. And I'll put a link to all the stuff here. And man, I don't want that screen to. All right, the screen keeps going blank on me. Yeah, I have an Apple or an iPhone 8 Plus. I had a Android before. Actually, it was an Android for many, many years, and just switched over to the Apple or the iPhone because of the camera on the iPhone. It has two front-facing cameras and one rear-facing camera. I'm using the rear-facing right now in you know, this live stream. But the front-facing cameras, one of them has a 2x mechanical zoom, which I wanted so I could. Can you hear me? For some reason, my phone is. Phone is, what are you calling it? The screen is going, yeah, all right. Hope you're still with me. Yes, I'm using a wireless mic tonight. It is I'll put a link in the description when I'm done. It's a Kima Fun 2.8G, and because I'm using an iPhone, I had to get a series of dongles and adapters to make it work. Because I originally got this for my my GoPro. So anyway, what I was saying is boy, you're just gonna have to bear with me. Technical difficulties with the phone tonight. I'm gonna have to touch the screen in order to keep it from erroring out on me. So anyway, welcome everyone to the live stream. And is the phone on battery saver mode? It could be. Oh, is it really quiet? Let me try increasing this volume. Does that help, Gary? Is it louder for you now? Oh, audio's good on your end. It might be you, Gary. Oh, I'll just stand up. Yeah, so tonight I wanted to, yeah, Gary might be going deaf. I'm the one who probably is really going deaf. But tonight I wanted to cover a few things. I got a fair amount done on my shed that I'm excited about. And I'll just share with you that update right now. Yeah, I'll show more of the mic as we go. So let's do this. Okay, I'll switch this around. All right. The mic is under my beard. Oh, you can't see it. I have it facing the other way. So I have all the walls sheeted, which is huge for me. I really feel good about having all the walls sheeted now. I also wired in a 220 outlet, which is huge because some of you may have seen I picked up a new welder that has 220 capability. It is 110 and 220 MIG welder from Vulcan. It's a Harbor Freight welder. It's their higher end welder. And I'm going to do an unboxing video this weekend. Also an unboxing video of this cabinet I got. So this portion of the shed will be the welding area, obviously, because I put the 220 outlet there. I also turned the doors around so they open outward, which is big because I had the doors originally opening inward and it took up a lot of floor space. Now that the doors open outward, I've gained a lot of floor space. And here I'll put a maybe a 4-foot by 6-foot deck type space. So when the weather's nice, I can kind of extend the workspace out a little bit. And because these are salvage doors and I didn't want to mess around with the locks so much, the watershed. Yes, yes. Well, it's raining right now. I'm being rained on, and you can see where it gets wet. So the threshold here is not getting wet, and it comes out maybe 14 inches from the threshold from just kind of your standard Oregon rain. But so I rigged up this lock mechanism for the door with some unistrut parts. So I'm able to lock my shed now, and I'll tack weld at the bottom of these bolts and tack weld on the inside so you can't just unbolt it. And then I did a little trim work around the shed there, the door. So yeah, so it's all exciting. It's all real exciting for me. I'm getting quite a bit done. And it's pretty much sealed up. I still have the insulation work to do on the ceiling and then the wiring for the lights. But it's pretty sealed up now, and it's warm in here compared to what it is outside. Yeah, so here's the mic. It's underneath my beard. So yeah, that to me, I got quite a bit done. You know, I'm one of those work 40-hour week plus guys. So I can only work a little bit in the evening and on the weekends on the shed, but it's really coming along, and I'm really quite happy about it. All right, so I see Kevin's in here. Hi, Kevin. And I saw Gary, you're in here too. I put links to both of your channels in my description. And I put a link to Richard's channel as well, because I'm calling you three my favorite maker DIY builder type YouTube channels. So the three of you, I watch a lot of your videos. Hopes this works, the bearded woodworker, and the beard times 16 Richard over in England. You're also my three bearded brothers. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Oh, yeah. So it's lovely here in Oregon. It's raining. Boy. Kind of want to when you want a 4th, I'll call shotgun. Okay. All right, you got it. I'll make you Green Acres. I'll make you the 4th bearded brother. And I guess Bob will end up being the 5th because he's bearded as well. All right. So, as far as workspace or work surfaces in here, I got to get my welding table moved from the back patio to in here and shorten the legs down and put new casters on, because the casters I had aren't really holding up. They're squishing out. The table's too heavy for the casters, so I have some heavy duty. I have a goatee. Well, you can be an honorary member as a goatee. It is facial hair. Stepbrother. Yes, you can be the goatee stepbrother. So the welding table, whatever the height is of the welding table, gonna end up being after I adjust the legs and put new casters on. That will be kind of the height I work with for the out. And I'll use it as the outfeed table for my table saw. I'll also use it as a general workbench, and it will also be kind of the outfeed table for the chop saw as well. So I have to get that heavy beast moved in here, and then adjust the legs. Who's new? Yeah, anyone who's new in here, introduce yourself and check out other people's channels. Also, if you have a question specifically to me, put it in all caps, and if you really need to get my attention, do the @thebeardedgiant symbol thing, and it'll pop up orange on my screen. Oh yeah. So that's the quick and dirty of my my shed update. Oh, 6 feet square. That's nice. 1/4-inch plate. Yeah. I have. Well, if you go back and look at my old videos, you'll see how I made the table. It's basically two. I bought some scrap steel, 2 rectangle plates with about a 2-inch gap in the middle, so I can use that as clamping. So anyway, what was I talking about? I'm all rambling here. I'm all excited. Oh, yeah. Also excited for this welding cart because it has drawers. I was gonna build my own welding cart, but this has some nice drawers and it's pretty inexpensive from Harbor Freight. And those drawers, I'll keep all the tips and the little doodads that you need with the welding. Oh, yeah. So, let's see how many people we got in here right now. We have 13 concurrent viewers. That's pretty good. Many of you know, if not all of you, because I recognize most of the names in here, are following kind of the, what do you call, the homestead, DIY, maker community. And we have a pretty interesting video that's releasing tonight or tomorrow morning around midnight. Prepstetter Bob came up with this idea of doing a collaboration and gathering 9 other creators. So there's 10 creators total. And everyone did a 60-second video of their channel highlights. We all kind of took a little different approach. It's really neat to see. And he collected all those clips, and he mashed them together and made a video, a 10-minute long video. And it's really cool. My mom is watching. Hey, Mom, how's it going? Hey, welcome to my my live stream. This is my 3rd live stream. It's up to Giant. I'm not sure what he's saying there. Yeah, everyone say hi to my mom. She lives about an hour away up on Mount Hood, our tallest mountain here in Oregon. So she's one of them mountain folk. And Gary and my sister live at the coast. They're one of those coastal folk. And I'm in the valley. So I guess I'm a valley guy. I don't know how to do the valley girl talk from... Anyway, just pretend I did something funny there. So anyway, back to Bob's project. So he's doing some research. He's doing some... I gotta stop looking at that. Bob did some research on how the YouTube algorithm works, and came up with this idea that if 10 channels released a video at the same time with the same basic content and the same title, that we would all promote each other's video, and it would have a like an exponential effect, kind of bouncing off of each other, getting more and more growth. So this is very exciting to see, especially for smaller channels like myself, to see if we can garner more support from each other's viewer base. So anyway, that video hits tonight. I think roughly 2 a.m. East Coast time, 11 p.m. tonight, West Coast time. But regardless, when you wake up in the morning, it's all going to be there. Yeah. So it's neat, and the participants are I'll say maybe eight of them are straight up homesteaders, well, self-reliant. I'm kind of a maker DIY participant, and Bob is a prepsteader. He's has some property and lives with his wife, and they're doing anyway. So it's exciting. It's full of maker type, DIY type folks, self-reliant type folks. So it's a good crowd to be associated with. So when that comes out, check it out. Watch the video. In the description, there'll be links of the other channels, and go check out their content. And if it jives with you, subscribe to their channel. You know, not all the videos have to be right on point with you, but if they generally have some good stuff that you find interesting, just subscribe. And what will happen is more content like that will be suggested to you in your main screen of YouTube when you open it up. So that's a big deal. I also, like I said earlier, have a couple of videos I'm going to work on and release this weekend. Let's see. Oh, in a live stream I was watching the other day, someone piped up and said they were from Norway, and that made me think I should share with you guys that I had the opportunity to live in Norway. Back in 2001, the company I was working for sent myself and four or five of us over to the factory that we had in Fredrikstad, Norway. And so I got to live in Norway for a year and experience their culture and you know, their work culture and all that. It was really cool. I'm Scandinavian by descent, Norwegian and Swedish, so I got to see the homeland, but I also got to experience kind of the immigrant experience. I was only there for a limited period of time, 1 year, but I still got to see what it's like to experience a new country and a new culture. And I had two different apartments when I was there. The first apartment had a communal washer and dryer in the basement, sort of like what you often find here. And so I got my basket of clothes and I go down to the washer and dryer, and I dump my clothes in the washer, and I dump some soap in, and I go to turn it on, and I don't know what I'm doing. See, I think I'm an educated person, and I should know how to operate a washing machine, but all the controls, they're labeled in Norwegian, and I can't read Norwegian. So I went back up to my apartment and got my English-Norwegian dictionary, and I went down into the basement, and I'm trying to translate the knobs and dials and switches, and I think I got it, and I got a load started, and I come back down later, and it's just a big soupy, soapy mess of wet clothes, and I didn't know what to do. So I called a person from the factory and asked if she would come and teach me how to wash clothes. And so she came over and showed me how to do a basic load of laundry. And then I put it in the dryer, and it worked just fine. Uh, so spring forward a few months. Remember, this was a communal washer and dryer, so it was a shared space. Fast forward a few months, and I have another apartment, and I have my own washer and dryer, which is great. It's in the apartment in the bathroom, and again, I had a little trouble with the washing machine because it was a different style. I had the person from the factory, Nina, come and show me how to operate the washing machine again. Move the clothes into the dryer, dried the clothes. A few weeks pass after doing some laundry, and the dryer stops working. It just stops working. And the dryer is basically on and off. And again, I have the English-Norwegian dictionary and figure out how to use this dryer. So I call Nina from the factory again, and she explains that there's a tray that you have to pull out and dump the water, because in Norway they don't vent the hot air out the building. They condense it in a tray so you can pour it out, because it gets really cold in the winter and they want as few penetrations in the wall. So it makes sense, you know. But that's one of my favorite little Andrew the Bearded Giant immigrant story, because I didn't speak or read the language. And then there's, you know, going to the grocery store and trying to read packages and all that. But anyway, yeah, that reminded me, it's not easy living somewhere else. It's a great experience. It's fantastic. I think everyone should move and do something different in their life and challenge themselves. For me, that was a great opportunity. I really learned a lot about what it is to be a citizen, a global citizen, and what it's like, you know, to live abroad. Where is it going with that? Oh, it's all right. I'm just rambling. Yeah. Let's see what some of you all are saying in the. Oh, you're talking about some of your heritage and all that. Yeah. Well, we pretty much all come from somewhere else, or our lineage does. Whether you walked across the ice shelf and between Russia and Alaska thousands of years ago, or you came across on a boat or a plane, we all immigrated from somewhere else. Just a matter of when. Let's see. There was some, oh yeah, someone posted a link in there for the wireless mic, and I'll do that again here at the end. But I'm assuming you all are finding the audio better than before. I got feedback last week and the week prior that it was very echoey in here. That's mainly due to I have plywood for walls. Great. Thanks everyone. So yeah, I'm actually sweating in here. I'm standing and being all animated. I might have insulated this too well. I'll have to open the door to cool it off in here. What a great problem to have. Oh, yeah. Open the door and sit down, yeah. Stating the obvious. I should probably just do that. for those of you who missed the early tour, I'll give you a really dirty tour as I go open the door. So I have all the walls sheeted, which is great. And I added a 220 circuit so I can run my new welder, which I'll unbox this weekend. I think I'll just open the window here. Get a little ventilation that way. And I also turned the doors around so they open outward. They open the wrong direction. But what it did is gave me much more floor space. Oh, still quiet on your end. Wow, Gary, that's weird. How big is my shop? It is, the floor is 10 feet 4 inches by 14 feet 4 inches. Because the walls are built on a cinder block foundation, so that takes up 8 inches. So a little over 140 square feet. But I have a 9'2" ceiling to the bottom of the rafters. So it feels pretty big in here. And which was nice because I'll be able to flip 8-foot long lumber and sheet goods in here without worrying about hitting anything once I get the lights recessed up into the ceiling. And last week someone had asked about why the rafters are so beefy. It's because originally I had built this with the idea of having a second floor. In fact, I did have a second floor, but the county stopped me from building it because my loft was too much like a second story. Because I can do, in the county I live, you can do 200 square feet or less without a building permit. And so that's what I was working under. Oh, so I see Brandon was in here. Just to let you know, Brandon, I am going to come to the chili cook-off tomorrow. And, not tomorrow, sorry, Saturday. And have my fill of fiber. So there you go. I also saw a video from Big Family Homestead. Bob, correct me if you're still in here. That Bob went out to their farm and they had some fun with tannerite and some pumpkins, and they showed a little teaser trailer. Yeah, go ahead and drop a link to content creators. So what I was saying is Bob went over to Big Family Homestead's farm and participated in some pumpkin blowing upness. Anyway, so they're also releasing another video where they blow up like a 400-pound pumpkin, and I think that comes out tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to that. Because I mentioned the tannerite because I played with some tannerite last weekend with Brandon Davis, who's in here too. Yeah, the big explosion's tomorrow. So, I was leading up to something. Oh yeah, a Green Acre go ahead and put the link to the content creator website in here for others, and I'll put it in the description. So Content Creators is a website that these guys made to share ideas between content creators. And it doesn't have to be YouTube. Primarily, I believe it's all YouTube folks right now. But it could be bloggers, it could be vloggers. And we just discuss ideas. There's some general chat where, you know, we talk about how our day's going, but then there's chat around what type of gear you use, what cameras and software and computers. It's very interesting and very informative. So go ahead and follow that link and go check it out if you are a creator of a blog or YouTube or something. It's great. Welcome. It's a nice little community. Yeah. Yeah. I believe it, Bob, that you had chunks blowing 150 yards. In their teaser video, they showed you putting a looked like a 1-gallon container of tannerite. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit, because I was just playing with maybe 1 cup of tannerite, and it was an impressive explosion for me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, Richard. Hey, the beard times 16, that's Richard. He's from England. He is it's probably like 1 a.m. where he is right now. Yeah, 4 pounds of tannerite for the bigger pumpkin. Yeah, Richard, I know that your gun laws are a bit more strict. Like you can have some shotguns and some hunting rifles if you own property, but otherwise it's pretty restrictive, I believe. But you know, we like to shoot and blow things up here. 10 past 1 and in bed. Oh, okay. Hopefully you have your earbuds on, so we're not. I'm not bothering your wife while she sleeps. But thank you for joining. That's really awesome. I appreciate that. Richard, I put a link to your channel page in the description. So there you go. I listed you as one of my top 3 maker DIYers. You, Gary, and Kevin. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Oh, the bearded worker, we like clowns. Yeah. Gary and I last year, or this year, I guess it was January, February, Gary painted up a quick clown on some canvas when we were out collecting firewood. We brought it up and we shot this clown painting with some 22s and a 9mm. There's a video on my channel and a video on Gary's channel too. A couple different takes, edited differently. I think mine is strictly shooting, and Gary has some wood cutting in his. Yeah, Bob, you might need to just grow it out just a touch more. You have that great image of you holding a double bit axe and a flannel shirt. But maybe add 1 or 2 more inches to that beard, make you look like a true lumberjack. live out in the shop now. Well, I might. If any of you ever stop by, you may want to check on the shop before the house because I might be back here. Sort of like my uncle. I think he might spend more time in his shop than he does in his house. Oh, let's see. How are we doing? How are we doing here with viewers and the like? Let's see. We have 16 concurrent viewers. That's good. And yeah, that's great. So Kevin from Hope This Works was the one who turned me on to live streaming. I caught a couple of his, and we chatted about it offline. And he was telling me about his experiences, and I said I got to try it out. So 2 weeks ago, I did my first one. So this is now my third, and it's pretty cool. I dig it. And I enjoy watching other people's live streams. It's sort of like I'm sitting here chatting with you, which I am, and you are just listening. Are you going to? You heading to bed? Good night, Richard. Yeah, we need to get more of our UK makers and DIYers involved. Unfortunately, there's such a huge time difference between here and there. Live streaming is tough for us and for them. But there's some really talented folks over there. There seems to be quite a community of wood turners coming out of England. Some really beautiful. Yes, Brandon, you're back online now. Some really beautiful bowls and pens and just stuff. Yeah, live streaming, Bob, gave me a little boost in my minutes too. I appreciate it. It's going to help me keep my average up while I wait to get reviewed. I'm at 795 or 796 subscribers, and I got my fingers crossed that after this collab video hits and gains a little traction, that I might peak and break that 1,000 subscriber mark. And as most of you creators know, you need 4,000 watch time hours in a 12-month period and 1,000 subscribers, a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. And I've hit that 4,000 watch hours. I am at almost 4,200, and I started basically in January of this year, so 10, 11 months. In 10 or 11 months, I broke the 4,000 watch hours. And to be honest, interacting with most of you folks in the last 3-4 weeks, I have really boosted my subscribers. I think I've gotten maybe 40-50 subscribers from the homesteading community, which has been really great, and they're very supportive of watching content, because that's also boosted my my watch time as well. Kevin, you hit 1,900 hours, 1,900. You're almost halfway there. Hey, good night. I'll catch you later. I'm horrible with names. So Oak Knob apparently is named Dave. I probably figured that out at one point, but then forgot us. Uh, yes, I will do a. I'll do a review of the mic. Uh, I'll try to throw something together this weekend on the wireless mic. Like I said, I had gotten it for the GoPro, and it worked great, or it works great with the GoPro, and it does work with the iPhone. It just I had to figure out the correct dongle combination to make it work, because in Apple's infinite wisdom, they only have one port, and that's a Lightning port. There's no headphone jack. There's no other accessibility into the phone. I really was hoping to figure out how to use the earbuds as a wireless mic. And I know some people do, but they use a third-party app or third-party software on their phone in order to make it work. And I really haven't explored that yet because the iPhone is new to me. Because it'd be great to just be able to have my earbuds in, or my AirBuds in, and use that as the microphone. Film Pro is a great videoing app. Yeah, I'll check those out. Right now, I pretty much just use the native YouTube software, like for live streaming, and for videoing content, like regular videos. I just use the video camera built into the phone, but I know some folks have alternate apps they use because they can adjust light levels and saturation and sound levels and whatnot. I have not taken the time to delve into that sort of thing, but I've been very happy with the quality so far of the iPhone. Yeah. 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 Android, like I said earlier, Android, I used Android for many, many years. My first smartphone was a, what was it? The first ones that had keyboards. Why can't I think of it? They're really just kind of used by businesses quite a bit. They weren't really adopted by end users or by the public. So I had one of those. BlackBerry, yes, yes. My first smartphone was a BlackBerry, and in those early days, I'm not real sure you'd call it smart. It was certainly smarter than a flip phone. But anyway, once I left the BlackBerry, I went to Android. But like I said, I changed over to Apple a couple months ago because of the camera. The camera really is amazing. Oh. So what sort of projects do you guys have working on? I know Bob has had a bunch of stuff going on. You guys building anything? I know Kevin was working on some cutting boards. He's a cutting board fiend. He's just, I think he uses it as therapy, making cutting boards. Oh, cool. You made a bed from 2x4s and whatnot? Neat. Gary has a video up of him making a bed too. Did you paint it a solid color or stain it? Bluetooth headset for video recording. Recording was difficult to get right. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon. Boy, I don't know any painters. You may want to go to Home Depot and rent an airless sprayer. I used to have an airless sprayer, but it ended up down at the beach, and that guy hasn't given it back to me yet. Hint, hint. Prepsteader Bob, you're making a rolling pin. Blowing leaves, not tripods. Yeah, Kilted Gardener did a review of a leaf blower, and he blew over his tripod and his camera. It was kind of funny. You built an AR, Bob? Did you buy the components and build it up, or do an 80%? Oh, yeah, quick build on the bed. I need to get an actual new bed as opposed to, hey Jennifer, how's it going? Parts assembly, yeah. Yeah, I got into ARs 2 years ago. I mean, I've had guns for forever. I never really was interested in the military style firearms. More of a FUD gun guy, wood stuff. But I had an opportunity to pick up an AR and found it was basically Legos for adults. You can mix and match parts, and it was kind of fun to customize it. Baby shower. Well, have fun with that. I can't really say I've been to many baby showers in my day. Oh, new litter of piglets. Maybe you and Kevin should talk about pigs. He seems to be a bacon fan. I don't think he keeps his year-round. I think he slaughters them each year. If you're still here, Kevin, let us know. Oh, man, I really apologize for the technical difficulties with the portrait and the having my screen. Well, it's your kid. Well, you should probably attend the baby shower, and because if you didn't, I think you'd be in the doghouse. Do you know boy, girl, twins, triplets, quadruplets? What did you miss? Well, we're just rambling. Kilted Gardener's hosting a baby shower. He's having octuplets, apparently, and we really need to support his channel because he's going to have many mouths to feed here momentarily. So I'm spreading rumors on your behalf. All over the internet, you're going to get congratulations and tons of baby clothes. Wow, 100 pigs a year. Yeah. 100 pigs. That's quite a bit. So how many litters a year is that? Is that 10 litters a year? 12, 15 litters? I don't know how many piglets are born from one sow. No, apparently Brandon's going to, Gary, apparently Brandon's going to rent an airless sprayer from Home Depot. So you're good. Uh, so Gary borrowed my airless my airless Graco sprayer to paint stepdad's house and paint his house, but I don't think he got to painting. I don't think, Gary, you got to painting your house yet this year. I think you're kind of out of time. I think you're out of time this year to paint your house, Gary. It might end up being next year. Oh. Oh. Wife says no way to octuplets. Oh, my smart radio device just spoke up. That's funny. 8 to 10 liters a year from 4 sows. A sow can produce 2 to 2.5 liters a year. Wow. And they grow pretty fast, don't they? Hey! Another bearded brother. Welcome. Oh, what do you got working on? Am I pronouncing it right? Guile? G-U-I-L or Gil? Guile first or Gil second? Gil. All right. What do you got working on, Gil, in your wood shop? Let's see. How are we doing on the chat? 15 viewers. We've been on for about an hour. Yeah. Hey, we peaked out at 22 people at one point. That's awesome. Yeah, always turning something. Yeah. I think that's how I came across Richard. Is I ran across him wood turning some pen blanks. Oh, the trestle table. That'll be interesting. I did a collaboration project years ago for a big table. Turned out pretty cool. It was a live edge maple that was butterflied and also had mild steel butterfly inlays in the top to simulate holding the two wood pieces together, and then a kind of industrial looking metal base. I did the finish work on the table. I used a conversion varnish that turned out beautiful, and there's matching chairs that went with it. It got showcased in what here we call the Street of Dreams. It's a yearly small community that's built. They showcase the latest technology in home building, energy efficiency, and different things. I'm not sure if it's the Home Builders Association here that puts it on. Anyway, it was quite an honor to have it there in one of the houses. We also did a matching bench that went on the front porch of this house, and I didn't lead the project. I was just a participant in it, but it was really cool. I'll see if I can find some pictures of it and post them at some point. 500. Hey, 2 of you should go to Mountain Crest Farm and check out his channel. How about put more than 2 of you? Go to Mountain Crest Farm, check out his channel, and if it seems interesting, sub him. Let's get him over 500 subs tonight. That'd be great. Prepstetter Bob, yes. I have dreams and daydreams of tons of subs. No, Brandon, you don't have to leave. You can, if you're on your phone, off to the right, there should be 3 little buttons, and it says go to channel, and it shrinks this live stream down to a small ribbon, and then you can check out that other channel, subscribe to them, and then re-enlarge this one. Or if you're on your computer, you can hit the icon, the channel icon, and go to their channel that way, and then it just minimizes this as well. So, yes, Bob, I have been daydreaming about getting a nice bump. I really would love to see a 200 subscriber bump, maybe a 250 subscriber bump, but I have no idea. I really don't have any idea how this is going to turn out, but I have my fingers crossed and knocking on wood and doing everything I can for positive energy. Are you really, Kevin, are you really, not Kevin, yeah. Are you really getting up at midnight to watch what happens? I'll probably wake up and check too, but I'm not setting my alarm. I'll probably just, when I roll over, I'll grab my phone and check to see how things are looking. But I'll certainly be checking first thing in the morning. Yeah, I need subs, not energy. Yeah. Cool. All emails and alerts. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I could have. I leave my work phone. I have 2 phones. I leave my work phone on, so it alerts me if something happens at the factory. But my personal phone, I have it set to just a few people can call me and wake me up. Otherwise, it stays silent throughout the night. No, Brandon, the world's not going to end again. But we are going to have a zombie apocalypse. No, I'm just kidding. No, the collaboration video that we worked on, total of 10 of us, put together clips highlighting our channels, and it got put into a 10-minute video, and we're all releasing a version of that video at the same time. So it's being released tonight at 11 p.m. Pacific time, 1 a.m. or midnight Mountain Time, maybe 1 a.m. Central and 2 a.m. East Coast. I don't know, whatever the time zones are. But it will go boop, and these 10 videos will release all at the same time, and we're all kind of excited to see how this plays out. Yeah, we're cross-promoting. 10 of us are cross-promoting each other, and a fair number of the participants are in the chat tonight. Oh, nice. Hey, Jen can keep live streaming too. You can just put her phone in your lap and you can live stream on 2 phones. Oh yeah, I love TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a add-on for Chrome, and I use it to make my thumbnails for my videos. I also use it to populate my tags in my search criteria because it will show me how well my tags have done in the past. So, like on my welding videos that I've done, it will show me how many people have searched for Harbor Freight, how many people have searched for Harbor Freight welder, Harbor Freight 125 flux core welder, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I just keep recycling my best search terms, and then I cycle in and experiment with new terms and see how they do. I think it's been great. I think it's been great. It's really helped me out, and I'm glad it's helped you out too. Yeah, Kevin broke the internet last week. I don't know if you guys noticed, but YouTube went down for a couple of hours, and it turns out it was Kevin. We didn't know, but the power plug to the internet is in Wyoming. And he was trying to get some reclaimed lumber off of a project, and he was balancing the load and not really paying attention to where he was walking, and he tripped over the internet power cord, and YouTube just died. Thought I was supposed to use clickbait titles. Well, yeah. I'm not really into clickbaity titles. They don't really work for me. Oh, you use TubeBuddy on Firefox? Oh, nice. Nice. Hey, welcome. Getting started on homesteading? Welcome aboard. We've been chatting. We've talked about all sorts of things. How my shed's coming along, wireless mics, how Kevin breaks the internet. Yeah, it's been fun. What have you been up to? Oh, Kevin, I'm glad you're good-natured about this breaking the internet thing. You know, we're only partially joking. Most of us feel deep down in our hearts that it was you who broke the internet last week. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm trying to use my screen as a touch screen, but it's not. We have 13 viewers in here right now. I don't know if they can handle the truth, Kevin. They just can't handle the truth. Hey, have you watched Big Lebowski yet? So Kevin is an adult who's pretty with it, and he has not seen the movie The Big Lebowski. So, but someone sent him the movie so he can watch it. And I think it's a little bit of a running joke that he hasn't seen the movie yet. So, yeah, the internet's going to auto-destruct from Hope This Works Homestead. If we're not careful, We're going to start a real internet rumor, and Kevin, Kevin is going to get hate mail. Oh, maybe you'll get a lot more views because people are coming to check you out. Oh, you haven't seen The Big Lebowski either? Oh, it's kind of a cult classic. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe. Oh, yes, it's true. Even bad press is good press. As they say, bad publicity is good publicity. I think I'd rather have good publicity, but I suppose anything will work. Oh. So, like I said earlier, my projects this weekend. Get the welding table into the shed. Unbox my new welder. Unbox and put together my new welding cart. Do a couple of videos about that, and probably get some footage and work on taking the old casters off of. Oh yeah, and do a review of my microphone. My sister says hello. Tell my sister hello back. And she should be watching these videos. Yeah. Tell your wife she should watch her brother's videos, and tell your wife she should watch her husband's videos. Can you believe that? Internet, you can believe that? YouTube friends and family. My sister doesn't even watch my videos. I think she had enough of me. Oh yeah, yeah. My videos. Got in from getting chickens killed. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. Raccoons got some of your chickens. Eek. They can be nasty, can't they? Little trash bandits. You know, because they have a mask on. What's Yeah, your brothers don't watch you either. Oh, yeah. Family, what are you gonna do? You're stuck with them. Coonskin hats. They only ate the heads. Man, those raccoons are wasteful. Ah. Well, I think I'm trying to use my screen as a touch screen, or it's not. I think it might be time. I think we'll go another 15 minutes. I think we'll go another 15 minutes and we'll call it good for the night. Yeah, are you gonna be able to salvage the chickens? Or are they contaminated? Ozzy Osbourne wants his raccoons back. Yeah. Oh. That guy's a character, isn't he? Oh. Can you guys hear the rain? It's hitting my metal roof. It actually sounds kind of nice in here. Also, this looks kind of funny on the screen when I do this. Can't hear the rain. Yeah. Well, good. Then my mic is working well. It's only picking up me talking. I'm hoping. Oh, let's see what else we got going on. Boy, I'm not sure what to talk about. Watch for the collaboration video that's coming out on. Watch for the collaboration video coming out tomorrow. It's exciting. There's some great creators there. Check out each of their channels. Big Family Homestead is releasing a video tomorrow blowing up a 450-pound or so pumpkin. That's exciting. Let's see. I'm going to get a couple of videos posted this weekend, and I'll shoot for three. Boy, I don't know if I've done 3 videos in one weekend. I'll shoot for it. I'll see what I can do it. Oh yeah, Gary and Sarah are hosting Thanksgiving this year. Well, they host it most years. They have a much bigger house than I do. Anyway, Gary is going to do a live stream. It may be his first live stream come Thanksgiving. And I'll do it with him. So Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. I will not do my Thursday live stream because I'll be at the coast. But Gary will do a live stream, and I'll be on his live stream. So you should all come and check that out. And you guys can see a shop tour of Gary's shop. So that means you should clean it up before I get down there. I'm gonna reveal the curtain a little bit. He keeps where he does his presentation neat and organized, but just beyond the camera, it is about 37 projects in progress and chaos. So you may want to organize that a little bit. Yeah. Gary has an L-shaped shop, which is kind of neat. It's a 2-car garage that was partitioned off, so a portion is storage. So it's 1 full car bay and then like a half a car bay. So it's L-shaped. But it works pretty good for him. Maybe someday we'll build him a big pole barn. I think you have, don't you have like a half acre, Gary? So a big lot, a big enough lot that there definitely could be a separate shop, a separate building, which would be fun. It'd be great. Run some power out to it, yeah. Oh, almost an acre. Yeah, it's a big lot. So make your YouTube channel blow up, make lots of money on YouTube, and we'll build you a shop. How about that? That should work, right? Hey, Ray. Thanks for stopping by. Yes. How about we all become successful YouTubers and we all build our dream shops? If I become a successful YouTuber, I might have to buy some property outside of the city. with some acreage and a big shop and a gun range. Yeah, I think I need to do that. Yeah, Gil, we'll build you one too. No problem. Hey, if one of us, did anyone in here win that $1.6 billion lottery? I didn't. But if you did, we could build a YouTube producing compound with a massive shop space and make it creator central. Hey Jim, thanks for stopping by. Get your gun ring. So what would be interesting is off the side of your shop is to build a covered space that you can shoot from down your range. So you can shoot out of the weather and still be safe. You also could have a little reloading room right there, and you could load up some experimental loads, step outside under cover, and then test them out. There you go, guys. We need to do that. Should be editing videos. What are you working on, Jim? What do you got? What do you got lined up for us? Oh, editing videos is my least favorite part of this YouTube thing that I do. I like making the videos. Ooh, you have a range. Maybe I should come out and hang out with you for a while. Oh, bench build, nice. Yeah, I don't have a range. I live in a town. I live in a small town. Only a couple thousand people here, but still, I'm within city limits. I can't shoot in my backyard. I can throw axes, and I can set up some hay bales and shoot my bow, but I can't really shoot. Can't really shoot in town. Yeah, live video is pretty easy. Except when you can't figure out the landscape versus portrait and your phone goes to go to sleep on you like it is right now. Yeah. Not enough for, pistol range. Well, on a pistol range, you could shoot 22 rifles pretty easy. Hey, good night. You know what? Let me check on the time here. Oh, hour and 23 minutes. Almost. Let's go about another 7 minutes, and then we'll call it a night. I really appreciate all of you coming by, and for those of you who are still here, please feel free and check out each other's channels, and if the content's up your alley, sub them. Give them the support. We're all a community here of makers and DIYers and self-reliant type folks, homesteaders. We all have quite a bit in common, even us city folk, or townies. I guess I'm a townie. I know a few of you other guys are townies too. Not all of you are living the dream on the acreage. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. You see the same names. You see the same names over and over. A lot of overlap in some of our fan base or supporters. Live your dream on your 1 acre. Yeah, I think I have. I think I'm under 1/4 acre. Yeah, I don't know the size of my lot. It seems like a big lot because my house is small, but really it's just a town lot. I might put in some raspberries next year. I have 2 cherry trees on my property. One of them produces sweet cherries, and one of them produces sour cherries. I'm not a baker. I need to find someone who likes to bake cherry pies or tarts. I'll give them all my sour cherries. But anyway, I want to plant some blueberries and some raspberries next year. And I'm not much of a gardener, but I do like fruit. 2.5 acres. That's not bad. That's not bad size. When I was a teenager, we had almost 2 acres. We lived in the county. It was a parceled off piece of land from a Christmas tree farm. And when they stopped growing Christmas trees, they planted filberts. And so ours was a little chunk carved out of like a 60-some acre filbert orchard, which used to be a Christmas tree farm. So our 2 acres had overgrown or oversized Christmas trees along one edge of the property. It was kind of looked cool. The back half of our property we just fenced off and had 2 goats back there and some chickens. And then the front half of the property we was just yard, kind of a big field that we'd mow with the riding lawnmower and stuff. It was nice. It was nice living out in the country. I'd like to do that again. Maybe when I'm good and comfortable here at this house. I've been here 6 years. Once I get truly settled in, then it'll be time to sell. Buy some property somewhere around here. I see some of you are subbing each other. That's awesome. Ooh, Jim, you're gonna do a 1K giveaway? That's cool. I've been thinking about that. What should I do when I get to 1K? Because I'm knocking on 800 right now. Let's see where I'm at actually. Oh, I'm at 797. I'm at 797 subs. So I'm getting closer. What do you guys think I should do for 1,000? Make something, give it away. Throw a party. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do for 1,000. I'll do go to Disneyland. You know, I have an uncle who lives down in LA, and I've been meaning to visit him. Do I have a motorcycle I could give away? No, I don't. I do have 2 motorcycles, but I'm not giving either one of them away. I might be able to pencil sketch out a motorcycle and give away. A welder giveaway. I am giving a welder away, but it's not for my 1,000 subscribers. Gary is getting my welder. The bearded woodworker is getting my welder. I'll probably bring it down to him at Thanksgiving. I'd like to give away about 40 pounds. Yeah. I'd like to give away about 40 pounds too. Yes, Kevin, I might have to decide real quick because you never know. I could wake up tomorrow over 1,000. That would be a awesome problem to have. To wake up tomorrow over 1,000 subscribers. I will gladly accept that problem. Uh, 40 pounds. You know, Gary, because I'm a fat guy and I could lose some weight. You wouldn't know about that being the tall, slender fella that you are. I wanted to lose 20 pounds over the summer. I got 30 to go. That's kind of how things work out, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, Gary, I'm dreaming about waking up. I'm dreaming about waking up over 1,000 subscribers in the morning. Ooh, I almost did need to shave my beard. A while ago, I was offered a job. It was actually a few months ago. I was offered a job where it would require me to shave my beard. It would have been as an emergency responder, and you had to be fit tested for an SCBA, a self-contained breathing apparatus. But I turned down the job offer. We couldn't come to terms on finances, so I kept my beard. It would have been kind of awkward to be the bearded giant, but have no beard. I'd have to put a prosthetic beard on for all my videos. Oh, let's see. Let's see. How are we doing on time? Oh, hey, Aiden. Nice to see you. Yes, good call. ContentCreators.org is a website and support group for content creators, YouTube creators, bloggers, Instagram people, whatever your media of choice is. And we talk about stuff we're working on. We talk about gear we use, software we use, and whatnot. There's also a general chat where we, talk about what we had for dinner. But it's a good website, a good group of people, and very supportive. So anyway, gentlemen and ladies, content creators and fans, YouTube friends, real friends, not real friends, real life friends, friends I know in person. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. You guys are great. I really enjoy the little community that I have become part of this year and really appreciate all of you. So, I wish you all a good night, and I'll see you on my live stream next Thursday. And look for the collaboration video that will release tonight. Look for it in the morning when you guys wake up, and check out each other's content. And I should be publishing a few videos this weekend with my new welder and welding cart. And I will try to get to this wireless mic this weekend. I'll probably do some filming of it, but publish it maybe Monday or Tuesday. Good night, everyone, and thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Peace out.